One of my earliest memories with my mom. It's weird, but like playing with my toys in my bedroom with my mom. And I just remember as such a young kid, like the environment my mom made in our house, she was so like particular with like having these activities. And as I think back to like my whole childhood growing up, that literally that was the thing she prided herself on, was trying to be the best mom she could be.
For me, I felt like, so something that Joe was really intentional about was dinner time and like family time. So scheduling things on the calendar. So something that was pretty consistent was us being able to have like family dinners. So I got to be part of that. I don't even know if she would sit and say, you know, all of these things were planned exactly. I think it was an overflow of her heart for people.
Say hello.
So it was the last working day of the year. It was, I think, about 4 days before Christmas. And I looked at my phone and there was multiple texts from my dad. And it was just like, Josh, call me, Josh. Immediately when he answered, I knew something really bad had taken place. And he told me, Josh, I'm so sorry, but your mum didn't wake up. And it was like someone grabbed a knife and just stabbed me in the heart. And everything just slowed down, and just said she didn't wake up. And he was like, I'm so sorry. And immediately all these thoughts start racing in my mind for my family, and I need to be there. I'm here in America. I felt so helpless. Just essentially her heart stopped, that a valve just randomly collapsed, and it led to her heart just stopping. It was just one of those freak things that, yeah, she was healthy. And
yeah, I was expecting like a car crash or something, but just to be taken abruptly for what felt like no reason, felt like crumbling, and I don't think we'll ever understand why.
And people had told me, hey, the firsts are going to be hard, like your first birthday, your first, her birthday, Mother's Day, all these things. So anyway, my birthday came, and I woke up, and sure enough, like I'm the same sort of grief and pain and all those things, but just sat there and I got my laptop out and just wrote word for word the story of that horrible day when Mum passed. And there was something therapeutic about just like vocalizing through a computer what took place, and honestly just cried a lot of just missing her, and like why, wrestling with God of like, why did you do this? In that moment, sitting on that couch praying like, God, what does this birthday and year hold for me? And I just felt this whisper of life from death. And I kind of felt like it was a little bit cheesy, but I wrote it in my journal. But I genuinely felt like, God, give me like this promise for this year. And I didn't really know the full extent of what that meant.
Horrible. Where are you, Mr. Ball? I'm keeping an eye on you. Yes, I am.
We found out in August that we were pregnant. To be able to tell Josh and for him to, ask me 1,000 times if I was joking, and me say, no, I'm not joking. I'm not kidding. This next season truly was going to be one marked of life, and one marked of life out of death. And I feel like it started a whole new chapter.
I think something so beautiful about that moment was just thinking about how much hope was found in this little child, and thinking about the reality that my mum's DNA is within him. On Newspring, we wanted to introduce you to someone. Here's our son, Elijah Mark Ball. I just think so much of growing up with her, I had the front row seat of seeing an incredible woman be a great friend, a great wife, an incredible mother, and I think she taught me generosity. She taught me how to open your home and be hospitable to people and welcoming and friendly. There was a pride side in me, I think, growing up that would almost like think, why doesn't mom like dream to do more? Like, why doesn't she want to go and do these things? Because she was a stay-at-home mom my whole life. He is my mom's legacy, but also seeing the beautiful reality that now Taylor is a mom, and just knowing like she's going to be an amazing mom, and like God's design of generations of moms matter. And that my mom got to shape me, and knowing Taylor will shape our son. But not only that, like my mom's impact will be on my son because of the lives that we live. And so her legacy continues. And all of that stems from growing up in the household that I did, and my mom being mom. And the little things that she did as a kid now affects the way that I live today as a man and as a husband. And it all boils down to being that little kid in the house with mom after school and having fun with her, but all the life lessons and things that she instilled into me ultimately is how it affects the way that I live my life today, and it all flows from her, I'd say.